Welcome to my channel, Eat Well, Live Well. I hope your day is going well. Did you already have lunch or dinner today? As a diabetic, I am always thinking what to eat, what I can eat, and what I should avoid. I am a lot more careful when I shop now, and I admit that my food choice has narrowed. So, shamelessly, I will show you how repetitive my meals are these days. And also, I would like to share with you the reason why I am eating this way now. Let's get to it. First of all, this is the star of the show. 100% grass-fed beef patties from Costco. 80% lean and 20% fat. It is a perfect juicy and fatty ratio. Each patty is 1/3 of pounds, and yes, they are not small. The first entry is this. I simply cooked the patty in a pan and had it with side vegetables and kimchi. The first time I ate it, I loved it so much. I had it for both lunch and dinner on the same day. However, my body was not so used to eat a lot of meat yet. The following day, I did not want anything but vegetables. So, I had this simple vegetable soup. I chopped up celery, carrots, onion, zucchini, and cabbage, and cooked with salt and pepper. I recovered from the meat coma next day, and I was actually craving for more fat, and I was hungry. So, the beef patty again with a chicken breast. I simply cooked them in a skillet and seasoned with salt. It was very satiating. Another day, I had the patty again with a fried egg cooked in butter. The patty is already fatty enough to cook the egg without additional oil, but why not? I love butter, and yes, they tasted fantastic. From now on, I will cook eggs with butter. This time, I broke up the patty and used it as a ground beef. I sautéed it with my go-to frozen vegetable mix and served with a boiled egg. As you can see, my tolerance with meat has improved, and now I can eat more and often. Also, I ate out at the restaurant for the first time since I was diagnosed with diabetes. I was almost scared to eat out, but you can't keep avoiding social occasions forever. So, I had this white fish with a side of steamed vegetables. Usually, this restaurant serves their fish plates with rice, but I asked if I can have steamed vegetables instead. They graciously accommodated my request. It was such a relief, and I really enjoyed my first dining out experience. By the way, this is only about a quarter of the portion size. Their plates are huge. I will leave the restaurant's information below, so if you are in the area, check it out. They have great Cuban-Chinese dishes. It is a great time of the year for walking. It's not too hot or too cold. There are beautiful greens and flowers everywhere. It is also fun to see lots of fresh vegetables and fruits in the storefront. Until recently, before the diabetic diagnosis, I was big on veggies and fruits. Besides tons of pastries and sugary snacks. So, when I see these gorgeous fruits, a part of me wishes that I could taste them now. But you know what? I am determined to reverse this disease. I can live without these tempting fruits, knowing that I can reintroduce them to my diet later on in moderation. There are lots of cases and evidence. Even with severe cases like mine can be reversed. When I was first told that I was diabetic, I had no idea what it meant exactly. My ignorant idea of diabetes was that it was for people who are overweight, which I am not, and it was progressive with a lot of horrible complications, and there was no way to turn it around. So I started watching YouTube videos to learn more about this disease while I was still in the hospital. And immediately I learned that I was wrong, or my image was correct until not too long ago, but needed to be updated with new findings. One of the nurses even told me that her husband actually reversed his diabetes by changing his diet. And I also remembered that one of my acquaintances also reversed his case. So it's not a myth. Diabetes is not an incurable death sentence anymore. Even type 1 diabetes is controllable. It is possible that some medical professionals or nutritionists are not quite up to date about this and may still advise you with old textbook information. But according to Dr. Jason Fung, Dr. Richard Bernstein, Dr. Ergin, Dr. Ken Berry, Mr. Dennis Pollock from YouTube, Beat Diabetes, just to name a few, by eliminating carbohydrate from our diet, diabetes is a manageable condition. Some people see the result almost right away. For some people, it may take a little longer. In my case, I am seeing the result a little bit slowly than I like. That's totally fine with me because when I compare my blood sugar level now and a few weeks ago, I am surely making progress. At the moment, I am kind of giving myself a 4 to 6 month window to reach my goal range. So it's only 4 months. Only 4 months of restriction. And if I could reverse my condition, it worth every bit of my efforts. I'd rather sacrifice 4 months of my life than living in fear and depression and not being able to eat the food I love at all anymore. It's only 4 months. I may need to extend the period if I don't see the result within the period, but so what? I can do that. And so can you, right? Okay, that's all for today. If you liked this video, please click the thumb up and subscribe the channel. Eat well, live well. Until next time.